Well. Step right up, folks. My name is Baron Semity, and welcome to Baron's Bizarre Freak Show. Come set foot in our show full of fun, fantasy, and freakish creatures that will have you checking on your bed before you sleep. From a talking lion to some creepy conjoined twins to a human pretzel, we've got it all, folks. It's a one-night-only event, and I'm sure you won't want to miss out. So make sure your eyes are ready to see things never before seen. You know, I should have had you fill out a liability sheet, just in case anything were to happen to you. But, oh, what the heck, enjoy the show! Oh, and by the way, don't mind what the cast may tell you. Those freaks don't know what they're talking about anyway. Carry on, right this way.
Go ahead, stare. I'm used to it by now. Since birth, I've looked like this. And instead of helping me feel comfortable in my own skin, my parents sold me off to Baron. Take a quick buck in a zoo of freaks. Every day, I'd hear him chant, "Come one, come all, see the infant Esau," which gradually turned into, "Feast your eyes on the bearded lady." It's hard to feel pretty when you're trapped behind this manly beard. I've been called freak for over 20 years of my life. You wouldn't know what I've gone through. I was robbed of my happily ever after, condemned to a life of unkept hair and loneliness. But one day, I'll get my revenge. I've been working up the nerve to ask the ringleader to trim some of this hair. And once I get my hands on that razor, I hope that for every strand of hair on my body, that he earns another lifetime of suffering. Now get going. I have a show to put on.
Hello there.
Welcome to our show. As you can see before your very eyes, we are the conjoined twins.
I'm Terry.
And I'm Derry.
Alright, this is a bit. You all know that, right?
Yeah, this show is freakish, but it's not as innocent as you might think. Believe it or not, we weren't always conjoined.
Nope. We were once two separate people who worked here as an act. The Magic Twins is what we were called. We helped Sir Baron with his magic show and taught him a bunch of things he didn't know.
Voodoo, spells, hexes, except one day it all went wrong. I still remember it to this day.
He became corrupt. We're not really sure what happened, but the next thing we know, he cursed us both with a hex, and now we're forever cursed to be conjoined.
We're not sure what happened to the old ringleader, but one day suddenly Sir Baron was running the show.
He's evil.
He's cruel.
And he'll get you next if you don't get out of here.
You must go at once. The show's going on tonight, and I heard there might be a new act.
Come, my children, and let Madame Cato bask in your aura. Let me predict everything you've ever wanted to know. What? This is the all-knowing crystal ball. The sphere represents all sides of you, my children. Your past, your present, and your future. It's all clear in my eyes. Let me take a look at your future. Oh dear. I see darkness in your path. It does not look good for you. Please, be sure not to enter anything unfamiliar to you, or you may end up trapped and unable to move forward. Sadly, I too can relate to this. I can never use my powers to help others again. I'm stuck in this horrible show and forced to give fake fortunes and made-up voodoo to anyone who shall ask. Now my good judgment has been tainted with fear and evil. It's all Baron Samity's fault. He is the one who did this to me. Please, my children, you must get out of here before it is too late for you. Go! Get out of here!
Do you mind? I'm trying to give myself a shower. Don't look at me like that. What else do you expect from someone who's raised by wolves all his life? Throw me a bone and jeez, you're lucky I can even speak. It's strange though, but things have been weird ever since my master put me in the show. When I got lost in my pack, my master rescued me and gave me a place to play and to sleep. Then one day while he was training me, there was an audience around us. I started to get nervous, but my master looked at me and told me everything was going to be alright. So I did what any good pup does and did as he said, and he gave me a treat. Except now treats have been rare, and now my master doesn't even have time for belly rubs. Oh, what I wouldn't do to run under the full moon and howl to my wolf's heart content. Or is it my human heart that longs to be free? What am I even? Am I a wolf or am I a male? No, I'm neither. I'm a freak. I have to finish bathing myself, so you have fun while you're still free.
Hello, hello, my dear friends. I hope you're enjoying Baron's Bizarre Freak Show. By the way, don't listen to the fortune teller. She's old and tired and losing her touch, if you ask me. She predicted I would be rich. Well, look at me now. Oh, but don't worry your pretty little heads. You're here for the performance of a lifetime. You're such a lively audience. I wish you could stay around just a little longer. Is forever too long? Well, my time's up. I hope you have fun meeting the rest of my freaks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the wild ride.
He captured me. Told me I would be famous if I just let him ink me up for some quick cash. I stupidly agreed. I was young, and I just wanted the fame. I didn't realize the amount of pain I'd be selling my soul into. The ringleader told me that my tattoos would make me beautiful, and I thought the same. As I grew older, these cheap tattoos faded, my skin wrinkled, and now I'm trapped in this show. I'm famous for the wrong reasons. They all call me a freak. And I'm sure you're thinking the same thing. I had so much raw talent. I wanted to be an actress. But due to Baron and his charming ways, all this ink is a constant reminder, a sick branding, of how he royally destroyed my life. He's responsible for my fame. My fame as a freak. A freak is what I am and what I'll always be. I'm trapped. Trapped in my own shamefulness. No, please. I've been soaked in my sorrows. I don't want you to see the ink run down my face.
Are you here to see the show, or are you looking for a job? For most, it's hard to tell, but when you've lived as long as I have, you start to see the same eyes in different people. There are some with power and greed in their eyes, who seek to exploit and profit. And then there are those like me and the rest of the cast, who have shame and pain in their eyes. Throughout my many years, I have seen the cast of this show change. But one thing always remains the same. The ringleader always has his show, whether the cast wants it or not. Many don't know this, but our current ringleader used to be a part of the cast. His gimmick was controlling others through voodoo. The last ringleader forced him to control the animals and other castmates, until one day, Baron snapped. He made a voodoo doll of the last ringleader, and he killed him. Baron was like all of us, until one day power swallowed his shameful eyes. And now he has become the very thing which he destroyed all those years ago. Alas, the pain in many of the cast members' eyes is slowly turning into a rage greater than that of the roaring sea. However, my eyes are beginning to fade. You should move along while I rest in peace.
What you looking at? Can't you tell I'm on break? Oh, yeah. Let me introduce myself. I am the great strongman. My feats of strength are like any other. See these weights? Bam, one hand. You know, I wasn't always like this. I was just trying to impress this girl. Going to the gym every day, pumping my muscles until I passed out. Then one day, this man came in. Big old top hat, I like to call him. Said he could make me famous if I joined his show. Except he lied. Now I'm taking steroids and and lifting weights. For what? To be a part of some freak show. To be laughed at and gawked at. Get out of here. Move it along. Oh, when I get my chance, I'll crush that right here. I know I'm strong enough to do it.
I was the greatest gymnast in the world. I was even headed towards the Olympics. One day I was at the gym and some guy in this funny top hat came up to me and told me he had big plans for me. Bigger than the Olympics if I joined his show. I was young and I was naive. It was fun at first, tying my body up in knots, hearing the crowd cheer for me. Until I started getting called a freak. Now that wasn't so fun. I begged Baron to let me leave. Chase after my Olympic dreams. He agreed, but the day of my final performance, I couldn't untie myself. It's like someone had tied my feet together. I still haven't been able to get back to my normal self. I'm stuck, twisted, getting laughed at daily. I tried to turn on him, I really did, but you can't really do much when you're in the form of a pretzel. All I have left is my signature trick, the pretzel. But I want to get back on the beam. Anyways, I have to dress before my next performance, so I'll see you guys later.
Wow, the goal is dope. Oh, sorry folks, I didn't see you there. I was just counting on the money these freaks are earning me. They're a riot. You know, we haven't been doing too well recently. At least until you folks came in. Business has been sinking slowly, and I'm nervous about the show going under. These freaks have been getting awfully mouthy lately. Especially that bearded lady. I'm suspecting they're up to something, I'm just not sure what. I've done everything I can to get these freaks in my pocket. I mean, sure, there are some things I'm not proud of, but hey, anything for show business, you know what I mean? That reminds me. I turned down some new candidates to be added to my marvelous show for tonight. I'm not sure if they'll be willing, but I have my ways. Anyway, hope you're enjoying the show.
Before you question anything, yes, I'm alive, and yes, I can talk. When I was a cub, I used to live in the savannah, where I watched my parents get poached by bear insanity. My parents' murderer picked me up and stole me from home. He said I'd be his prize attraction. The world will love you, he'd always say. But I hate this place, and I hate this world. Like he told me I'd be, I was the main attraction. The cute little lion cub. But as I grew older, I became harder to train, and I didn't listen to that monster. Baron whipped me out of rage because I caused him to lose tons of money. You can still see the scar on my face. But the beast inside me will not be tamed. I just couldn't take it anymore. I was famished. One day, the tallest man was walking by my cage, and I slapped one of his lanky arms away. I ripped him through my cage and devoured him. Turns out, the tallest man was one of the show's biggest attractions. After that, Baron lost tons of money in that lawsuit. But he'll never replace the life he stole from me by sitting me in this show. Now, move along before I change my mind about not eating you.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn. It's the lemon chunks. You can throw them at the freaks. Huh? Who are you? I want to throw this junk at you too, eh? I've been working at this joint since I was 16 years old, and I can't even tell you why I ain't leaving. Maybe I enjoy making those freaks miserable, and what about it? You can't tell me that they don't make your stomach churn. You got a grown man with an identity crisis who thinks he's Baron's gosh dang dog, and then there's this old fart who's about to turn into dust, and then there's that godforsaken two-headed beast who can't tell its left from its right. I don't know where Baron finds his mistakes, but if I were you, I wouldn't stick around here too long unless you want to become all buddy-buddy with Baron. I gotta get back to selling this junk, so scram!
Mommy, have you seen my mommy? I told Mr. Barron that I needed help to find my family, but he said the freak show was my new family. It was all fun and games at first, watching all the funny people performing, but now he won't let me leave. Do I really want to be seen as a freak? A freak for having no parents? He never let my parents come back. He placed a spell on them, causing them to forget all about me. Well, at least that's what I think happened. I tried to escape, I tried to run, but it was no use. I just became a fixture around here, sitting in the stands every day, watching the same torture show every night. Children, do not let go of your parents' hands. Parents, I beg of you, please hold on tight to your children. Get on the field while you still have a chance. Quick, Mr. Man's coming!
good to see you again. Now that you met the entire cast, the fun's just begun. Now a couple of procedures before we continue. My word is law. As long as you follow it, everything will go smoothly. You seem confused. It seems to me you didn't realize what you've signed yourself up for. Oh dear, oh dear. Did I forget to mention that this was a tour as well as an audition? Well, it is, and you've all passed with flying colors. Ah, what joy it brings me to see a show full of life. Even if I have to pull a few strings to get my way. Welcome to the show, freaks. You're on in 5.